Hello, and welcome back to Aviassembly, the game where you construct airplanes to take things from here to there so that you can get bigger airplanes to take heavier things from here to there. We're carrying things from here to there. Let's see where we're at. And welcome back, everybody. In our last game, we had built the Derriere Mark IV, which had a more powerful engine, better wings, and raising gear in order to help us get from here to there better and carry heavier stuff. And we're trying to get enough money and scrap together to build a big enough plane to carry some of the heaviest cargo on this first island. So I'm gonna run some missions here, go back and forth and deliver things to the places that need them to see if I can't get enough money and scrap together to research a plane that's gonna allow us to carry all the logs and big batteries that we need to make everybody happy. Oops. We'll try again. As much as I love the Derriere Mark IV, I need a bigger plane, I need a more powerful plane, I need a better plane. Because I need to be able to move logs to get to the next place. And to do that, I need 120 storage, and I've only got 60. I'd like to get even more than 120 if we could figure out how to pull it off, because I'd like to be able to carry more than one log at once. And we've got 1,210 coins that I've saved up, and we got 45 scrap that we can use for research. So let's check out what we can do. What we really need is better engines and better lift from our wings. So I've got these small propeller engines, which I think I can mount on the wings as like double engines that are gonna give me plenty of lift. So I don't think I necessarily need to go that route yet. But what I can do is come down here to the wing. This wing that I currently have only has 33 lift. This one has 42 lift. That's gonna happen. We're unlocking that wing. There is an external fuel tank that has more fuel or less weight, so I think we'll go ahead and unlock that. I do think we're gonna have trouble with the load limit from the wheels. So these retractable wheels are a load limit of 12. I need retractable wheels that are gonna do better. So I'm thinking I'm gonna hit this one and unlock that. And now let's go build a plane and see if we can get up to the 120 that we need. Allow me to introduce you to the Derriere, not Mark V, because Mark V is getting too high in numbers. We're gonna call this the Derriere Expanded. And as you can see, I have hit my 120 weight limit. I've got two engines that I'm hoping provide enough thrust for me to actually get up into the air. And I've got everything I wanted on here except for my new wings because I couldn't afford them, but we'll see how this works. I also got a fuel tank put in here, and you might be asking, where is the fuel tank? Where did it go? Splat, what are you hiding from us? Well, I discovered that if you take a fuel tank and you put it on an aircraft like that, for example, and then you click on said fuel tank and you go into the movement tools, you can hide the fuel tank inside the fuselage. And that actually allows you to move the weight around and reduce drag. So here we are, the maiden voyage of the Derriere Expanded. That's popping a sick wheelie on the runway. Here we go. All right, it accelerates slowly, but that's to be expected with a beast like this. Let's see if these wings give us enough lift to get off the ground. They do. We get off the ground. We're having some trouble climbing. I'm curious what's going to happen when we actually put cargo on here. It's not handling well. I don't have high hopes.
I can see the future.
Check this out. I got enough space. I could put two big batteries on here, refuel, and fire up the engines, and let's see if we can take off or if we just collapse into a fireball of death and despair and we get off the ground. No, we can't. It looks like this design might just be for the birds. Can we just drive over there and deliver the batteries? Maybe. Yeah, there we go. I'm a land skimmer. I'm not an airplane. Hop the river. Nope. All right, that didn't work. I don't have high hopes for this, but maybe that's just enough lift to get us off the ground. Let's find out. So far, so good. We're actually getting a little bit airborne. Can we get up over the hill? Maybe, maybe. We did it. Oh dear, we're still falling out of the sky. Still falling out of the sky. Nope, 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 nope. Well, that didn't work. Okay, I've gone for smaller landing gear, which was cheaper, which allowed me to get the bigger engine. So let's see if this works. If this doesn't work, I don't know what else we're gonna do because this whole plan kind of relied on this concept. Okay, once again, we are landing to get big batteries and see if we can get over to the lumber mill and actually deliver these things without killing ourselves like we've done twice before. So we're gonna take 2 big batteries. Oh, crap. That's gonna be a problem. I was afraid that was gonna happen. All right, so we get it going, takes the weight off the wheels. We get enough speed to lift off. We clear the trees. All right, this is gonna be tight. Gear down, shut the engine off. We have a little bit of fuel in the tank, but we gotta nail this landing because we cannot overshoot. Oh gosh. I died again. All right, I cut down on the weight just a little bit. Let's see if this works. Please make it to there. Please make it to the lumber camp. Please make it to the lumber camp. Please make it to the lumber camp. I just want some money to improve my airplane. Almost out of gas. Gear down. Cut the engine. Nose down. Pull up to bleed speed. And hey, we made it. Lovely. Let's see how much we get paid, but this might be our last run. Possibly. Okay, I think that means we've pretty much done everything that we can with the build that we have. So it's back to the drawing board. All right, we're going tri-motor again. Here's the moment of truth. If I put logs in the cargo bay, is the plane going to take off? If it can't, I am a bit at a loss as to what we're supposed to do. Here we go. Fingers crossed, everybody. Can we get this pig in the air? Yes? Yes? Can we get over the mountain? Just barely. I think we might be onto a winner here. It's airborne. It's not crashing. It's possible we might have solved it. Perfect. We just got to get one more load, and I think that's going to be all the missions on this island. Oh, they want us to go to the mountains to see if anybody needs further assistance. We've marked the location on your map. I got transistors. I don't know what that's for, but that's cool. So they said they marked the mountains on my map. Ah, so there's a research facility over here that's really far away that we gotta fly to. Sweet. They gave me these electric transistor research things, which allow me to, so I can unlock some stuff. I need more scrap though. So we need to rig our airplane to get over way over here. I suppose we could put another fuel tank on it. If I put the fuel tank inside the plane, it'll reduce the amount of drag, and hopefully that'll give us enough fuel to get where we're going. So we need to go over to the lumber camp, it looks like, and then make the hop from there. So let's see if we can do it. All right, we're gonna be kind of cheeky about this and take off from the grass instead of the runway so that we're pointed directly there to give us the best shot of making it on the fuel that we have. All right, ladies and gentlemen, across the ocean we go, the adventure begins. What do we have? Oh, look at this, we've got snow. We've got the Great White North. All right, there's another place to land. I wonder if landing on ice is going to be harder than landing on grass. I don't normally make use of the runways unless I absolutely have to, so we'll see how this goes. It appears to be exactly the same. Oh good, I can research and edit the plane here. Oh, this is like a new base. I love it, I'm happy. Oh, that's not the right place. Oh, Frostbite Falls. And that's the research facility. Okay, so I get to go here. So this is like my new base in the snowy area, but that research facility is a place I need to get to next. All right, that's cool. Let's refuel and head over to where that place is that we actually need to go. Look at this. This is gonna be a lot harder to fly in because if I screw up, that's pretty much it. There ain't no recovering out here in the mountains. Here is the research facility. I'll land in the snow here. Pull a hard handbrake turn. Bam. We've received the data from the weather station, but we need more data to figure out the source of the earthquake. Can you collect soil samples for us? I think we can collect some soil samples. Where are we going? Over here to the mine and over here to the ice packing plant. Because why wouldn't there be an ice packing plant? Let's go over to the mine first. So there should be a mine somewhere around here. There it is. Wonder how heavy the stuff is going to be over here. So am I going to have to like dive down into a valley to land here? A little bit, but it doesn't look too awful. I think we can handle this. Like a pro, off the runway. We usually get food delivered from the farm and fishing port, but we haven't received it in a while. They're probably having trouble because of the earthquake. Can you help us? What do they got? Soil samples. Okay, so they want ore, ice, and stone. Wow, stone is 300? That's gonna be a challenge to get to. We're gonna definitely have to research a bigger plane for that. Or 2 of them. I can take 2. Let's go. Nope, we'll use the mountains as a ramp. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to research a better plane. Why are we falling out of the sky? Oh, this is bad. Okay, well, that didn't end well. Time to do some more research. We are gonna need a better plane. So I've got 20 scrap, which would get me a small jet engine with the electricity points, which would be incredible. Or I can go turboprop, which, okay, so weight 1, thrust 25, but it uses a lot of fuel. This uses less fuel, weighs more, has less thrust, so I don't get, it's not really, that's totally worth it up there. Let's check out these jet engines and see what we can do with those. So if we get rid of that, and we get rid of that, can we afford jet engines? Do we have enough money? It's 1,000 for 1 jet engine. Oh dear, dear, dear me. Well, we could sell that. Still doesn't get us where we need to go. But where does the jet engine go? That is the question. What does it look like? That's the jet engine. I can pretty much put it wherever I wanted to. So if I could go like McDonnell Douglas MD-80 with the tail, or I could put them under the wings. So if I move that up there and I put this back here, that is definitely not how airplane construction works. But I bet in this game it would work just fine. And then this is stupid, but if I put that on there, that should give me more thrust, right? All right, here we go. The propeller jet. It's dumb, but if it works. All right, so here's the mine. Oh dear, get on the ground. Reverse, reverse. It's nice to put that mountain there as like a runoff. I can carry 2 of those. Do I have enough thrust? No, I don't. Well, I might. If I use the mountain to get up. Okay, we're actually gaining speed. If I can just earn a little more money to put 2 of these jet engines on to get rid of the propeller, we won't be quite as ridiculous. But I mean, ridiculous is kind of what we're going for here. All right, mock my airplane all you want, but it's getting the job done. I think we do 1 more delivery and we'll have enough for another engine. And then we can get rid of that dumb propeller on the front. Our airplane will actually look a little more realistic. Ice. Where's the ice? The ice packing plant is over there. Let's deliver 5 ice if we can. Can we carry 5 ice? Fragile. I wonder what that means. Probably means I can't do like my belly flop landings that I keep doing. So we got fragile cargo. So let's see if we can do a little bit nicer touchdown landing than we normally do. All right, did I break my cargo? I guess I managed to land without losing any ice. Quake, decay, labs, critical, unstable. Plot thickens. Thank you for the ice. Here are your coins. Bam, that puts us over 1,000 in the bank. And that means, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get our second jet engine. Alrighty, with 2 jet engines and a little bit more storage space than before, we have the derriere extended, maybe? Sure, apparently we have a slight problem. I gotta move the wheels back. Here we go, derriere, bigger plane, taking off because we're gonna go help who? Fish and fruit. Let's go get some fish. Oh, the power is real. Oh, this is amazing, so much faster. I love it. It is gonna burn through fuel quite quickly. I put 2 of the bigger fuel tanks in the airplane, so we'll see how we do. Oh, interesting. I'm flying too fast for my wings. I suppose that's a problem to have, isn't it? Landing is going to be difficult, I can already tell, because I'm going way too fast. That's okay. Look out, boat. Perfect. Nobody saw me use my wing to study myself. How do fishing ships get destroyed by an earthquake? Aren't they on the ocean? Let me guess. You're gonna need lumber. Glass and steel. Oh, all right. Well, at least it's all in this area. All right, we came over here for fish. Fish are 55 seconds. Crab are 45 seconds. 55 seconds to get to there? Wow. All right, how many do they need? 2 fish. Let's do it. Good thing we got a faster plane. Can we go 8,000 meters in 55 seconds? I don't know. Let's find out. We might need to research better tail parts, because when I got up to speed, it said that my tail was going to fall off the plane, and that's bad. All right, so 240 is about where that thing maxes out. Interesting. Running out of time. Get down and stop. Come on! Yeah, we just barely made it. Holy cow, that was close. All right. Well, I think that's about as far as we're gonna make it in this episode. Derriere has officially entered the jet age, as our Derriere is now powered by hot flaming gases, as every Derriere should be. And we've unlocked this new area where we get to explore the mountains and the snow, but we're gonna have to research our plane and make it go a lot faster, and we're gonna have to research our plane to make it a lot bigger, because this area has heavier things and things that go bad faster, and I just ripped off my wings, so I think that's a nice way for us to say see you later, and until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Whee! No tail!